Good morning, students. Welcome in my online computer classes. Today we will do chapter 3 array part 3 as it is continuous topic. So today we will learn input data by using BlueJ method or function argument method. BlueJ method or function argument, same method. You all are familiar already with this method. With the ordinary variables. Now we will apply the same method for array. So in it, values are to be entered at the time of executing the program. You can see how to input integer type array using BlueJ method. You know, in BlueJ method with the main we are accepting the values. Same way here also, public static void main int m with a subscript for array. If data is a float type, then public static void main float m. For character, public static void main char m with subscript. Then for string type boolean string type, public static void main string m with a subscript. So already you are using this method in the previous programming. So it is not a new method, already you are familiar. Just you will input here not ordinary variable int m, with it you will use a subscript if you want to input an array. Here I have written one program with BlueJ method. See, public class BlueJ method, public static void main int m with subscript, then curly bracket of the main function, then int I p sum is equal to 0. These are the variable that we will use in this program. So p, what is the purpose of p? P will use to store the length of array. P is equal to m dot length. Here length function without round bracket is used. In my last video, I told you there are two functions or methods to calculate length. One length function without brackets and one with brackets. So length with round brackets we have already used in string topic, but in array we will use length function without round brackets with the only variable name of array without subscripts. So p is equal to m. Here array name is m dot length without round brackets. It will calculate or it will count how many integers are there in this array m and give in p. Now we will work with for loop. For I is equal to 0, I less than p, that is the length, I plus plus. Then sum is equal to sum plus mi, same way as you have done in the previous assignment method. We will not write here only m with subscript and I will change every time, first 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, and every time it will get the value from the subscript. If I is 0, it will fetch the value on 0 subscript. When I will 1, then it will take next value from array and add in the sum, this way next to next. And when this loop will finish, in end we will display the result system.out.println sum of array elements plus sum. In last close curly brackets. Page number 169 of your book. Here program is given. This you have to write on your copy and see the steps how to compile and execute the program. After compilation, click on close. See here, when you will click on compile, there will one message class compiled, no syntax errors. If there will be some error, you will get the error here, then correct and again compile. And when you will get again no syntax error message, then click on close button. After clicking on close, cursor will come on the class icon. Right click on the class icon and click on void main int m. Then method call window will appear. In its sample main there will be 2 curly brackets like this. You have to click in between them, and here pass the numbers one by one, how many you want to enter. Here no limit is given. Whatever you will enter, that according to that length will be calculated. So you can want to pass 5, then 5 numbers, 10, 100, as many as you want to pass. Pass these numbers or values and separate them with the commas, but you have to enter in between these 2 curly brackets, which will be appeared already when you will get this method call window. And in last, click on OK. On terminal window you will get the sum of the element that you will enter on the runtime. Same way for character type, public static void main char m with subscript. One sample program is given here. In it, public class sample, public static void main char m with subscript int I, then calculate the length of this array, then the character of array elements are, means in this program we will display the character that you will enter on runtime. So for I is equal to 0, I less than p, I plus plus. Now you have not to calculate, you have to just display the characters. So system.out.println mi. See here, system.out.println mi. It will display the character on I position. I position I0, 1, 2, 3, next to next, so on. It will display. And close curly brackets. See on this note, at the time of execution you will see, and you will type these values on in method call window. First is B, capital V within single quotes, comma, next in single quotes, next in single quote. This way you will enter the characters one by one and closing them within single quotes. And on output or on terminal window you will get this way one by one the characters. If you want to display them in column form, then use println here. If you want to show them in row form, then only print here. Did you get? I think you understood. Next, same with string type. So public static void main string m, one program is given here. Public class sample, public static void main string m. Here static is missed, you can write here static. Then int I, int p, that is length, to calculate the length of array m dot length. Then again you have to display the names or string that you will enter in this program. Then for I0, I less than p, I plus plus, and display these values one by one using system.out.println mi. Close curly bracket. You can see here sample input. In method call window you will click within curly brackets and then start giving values. Suppose first is Amit's string, keep it in double quotes, then comma, then next within double quotes, next to next, same way, as many as you want to enter. And when you will finish this, click on OK, you will get this on terminal window. So today I am finishing here. Your homework is you have to do one program with BlueJ method. In last time I think I have given you to solve the program to calculate average of 10 numbers using assignment method. Same you will do, same program, find average of 10 numbers using BlueJ method. It is your homework. After doing this, do the program on your copy and send it on my WhatsApp number. Bye.